Hello and welcome to Anderson Family Predictions 2023 edition. This year we had every member of our adult family participate. Let's see what they predicted. First question was, which musical artist will have the most plays on Spotify? Ezra said Bad Bunny, whoever that is. Well, Ezra, this is Bad Bunny. Pay attention, you're going to see him again. Allie and Kedrick both guessed Drake. Jared predicted Dua Lipa. Abby predicted Harry Styles. Emily said Post Malone. Dad, Noah, and myself all said Taylor Swift. Mom broke the rules by guessing two people, Taylor Swift or Elvis, and Chelsea said Taylor Swift with a lowercase s. We're going to call this group, on the right-hand side of the chart, the 2023 Swifties. Which celebrity will have trouble with the law? Emily guessed Meghan Markle. I had to look her up. She is a real estate agent in Minnesota. Emily might have meant to say Meghan Markle, who is the former Duchess of Sussex. Chelsea got political and said Donald Trump. Kedrick said Ezra Miller. I think that's a good guess. I think Ezra's already been in some trouble with the law. I guessed Doja Cat. Abby said Kanye. Jared said Gary Vee. I would love to see that one. Hate that guy's LinkedIn videos that he posts. Ezra said Logan Paul, another one I wouldn't be sad to see. Noah and Allie also both said Kanye. Looks like Kanye could have a bad year. Mom said Steve Carell, but not just any Steve Carell. Steve Carell from The Office. I think he goes by Michael Scott. And Dad said, I told you you'd see him again, Bad Bunny. I wonder if Dad went just off of his name and assumed that he might have trouble with the law. Next question. What's this year's big acquisition? Ezra guessed Facebook will acquire an up-and-coming social media company. Next one, Disney will acquire DC Comics. That'd be fun to see. That was from Allie. Disney will acquire Nintendo. That was Chelsea. Disney will acquire Audible. That was Adam. Looks like Disney could be in for some heavy spending this year. Apple acquires Netflix. That would be a big one. That's from Emily. Hershey's will acquire JoJo's. I don't know JoJo, but that is from Noah. JetBlue acquires Sprint Airlines. That would be an interesting one. I feel like Sprint is bigger than JetBlue. I might be wrong on that. That was from Dad. And I don't know what this question means. That was from Abby. Ticketmaster will acquire StubHub. That would be an interesting one given the recent scandals with the Taylor Swift tickets. I feel like the Federal Trade Commission might have something to say about that one. That was from Jared. Dove will acquire Neutrogena, getting into the CPG space. That was from Kedrick. And Pfizer will acquire the right to the MS vaccine. That was predicted by Mother. What company will have the largest market cap at the end of 2023? I think at the end of 2022 it was Apple. A lot of people are sticking with that. Emily is going out on a limb and going with Tesla. And what I think is the smart choice, Allie and Adam say Microsoft. And I don't know what that means either. It's from Abby. Who will win the 2023 Super Bowl? The good news is all of you did a great job. All of your teams made it into the playoffs. Chelsea was a trader and predicted San Francisco. Large contingent of folks predicted the Bills. Emily, as one of the few people not from Washington, still predicted the Seahawks. Way to go, Emily. Noah, Dad, and Adam predicted Kansas City. And with the worst logo or symbol in the NFL, Mom predicted the San Diego Chargers. And Allie, with a solid choice, predicted the Philadelphia Eagles. Moving on to Time Person of the Year, Allie said Dolly Parton. I think that's a good one. Everyone loves Dolly. Abby and Noah both said the same person, Elon Musk. That would be an interesting one because I think he was the person of the year just a couple of years ago. Emily said Emma Thompson, the famous actress. Chelsea, keeping with her political theme, said Kamala Harris. Dad, this is actually a very good guess, said Mackenzie Scott, Jeff Bezos' former wife and now current philanthropist. I think that's a very good prediction. Ezra said Mark Cuban, everyone's favorite shark. Kedrick predicted Mr. Beast. No, that's not a picture of our brother Ezra. That is the #1 YouTuber, Mr. Beast. I said Prince Charles, soon to be coronated King Charles. At the time, I felt like this was a good prediction, but now kind of looking at just the feel for our world today, I don't think it's going to be him anymore, but that's what I put. Mom said Timothy Geithner, Secretary of the Treasury. I had to look this man up. I believe he was Secretary of the Treasury under President Barack Obama, and he has been in the private sector for the last 10 years. So maybe Mom knows something I don't know, but that was an interesting guess. Jared said Steve Carell, the actor this time, not the Office version. Now, moving on to who will win the Oscars for Best Actor and Actress. Abby said Tom Holland and Zendaya. That's her look-alike right there, Zendaya. Allie and Noah said the same actress, Margot Robbie, or Robbie. I don't know how to say her last name. Noah also predicted Austin Butler for the actor, and so did I. Allie predicted Brendan Fraser for the actor, along with Ezra and Jared. Chelsea predicted Hugh Jackman and Cate Blanchett. Ezra also predicted Cate Blanchett, but with a capital B. Mom, kind of doing a throwback to the past, predicted Leonardo DiCaprio and Meryl Streep. Dad predicted Colin Farrell and Michelle Yeoh. I thought Michelle was a good prediction. I also put her. Kedrick predicted Mark Wahlberg and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I bet Mom loves that Julia prediction. Jared and Emily, well, they did not guess the same person. But Jared predicted Viola Davis, who if she hasn't won already, she definitely should win. And Emily, for both Best Actor and Best Actress, predicted Emma Thompson. I'm thinking Emily's a big Emma Thompson fan. Now on to the People magazine Sexiest Man Alive. Our own family has some strong contenders for the award this year. Dad, Noah, and Kedrick were all nominated. I won't tell you who said who, but Mom Emily and Abby were the ones that put in those nominations. But they don't even have faith in themselves. They all predicted other men. Dad said Aaron Judge, the New York Yankees outfielder. Noah said the over-the-hill Zac Efron. And Kedrick said Steve Buscemi. All solid choices. Chelsea and I thought we would go with the new type of masculinity, the non-toxic version of masculinity. Chelsea predicted Harry Styles. I thought that was a little too on the nose, so I predicted Timothée Chalamet. I'm not sure if that's how you say his last name. Jared predicted the Kentucky rapper Jack Harlow. Allie and Ezra went with the Silver Fox predictions. Ezra said Harrison Ford. Sorry, Allie guessed Harrison Ford. Ezra guessed the Apple engineer Craig Federighi. Will the groundhog see his shadow? That is the question, and we are all in agreement, 100% yes. Will the Dow Jones Industrial Average close the year higher than 2022? The majority of people felt very optimistic about this, but we had two naysayers that are looking for a recession, Noah and Emily. I don't think I worded this question very well, but at the end of 2023, will the 30-year fixed rate mortgage be higher than 6.5%? Only at the end of the year. So if you were confused on that because I didn't word that correctly, just let me know if you'd like to change your answer. But it must be the final kind of in the last week of the year, is it higher than 6.5%? For right now, we are 64% yes, 36% no. Dad, Chelsea, Noah, and I all say no. Big church announcements. This is what we've all come here for. Allie, Kedrick, and Abby all maybe somewhat hopefully predict less time at church. Emily and myself both had predictions around word of wisdom. Jared, although his prediction was not around the word of wisdom, it was also food related. He said Free Food Fridays. You got my vote, Jared. Sounds great. Mom and Dad both predicted Tacoma Temple location announcement. I forget if a Tacoma Temple was already announced and maybe they're just looking for the location. I don't know if that qualifies as a big announcement, but we will allow it. Chelsea morbidly predicted President Russell Nelson will pass away. And then, rounding it out, the two brothers on opposite end of the spectrum, Noah and Ezra. Noah predicts new canonized scripture, while Ezra predicts no changes worth mentioning. Now, will Biden run for re-election? The family is pessimistic on this with 64% no and 36% yes. Myself, Jared, Noah, and Abby all say yes. Will Trump win the GOP presidential nomination? Somewhat surprisingly, the majority say no. Only Abby and Kedrick think that he can do it. Besides Trump, who will run for the Republican nomination? Mom said Nikki Haley. Kedrick said Joe Rogan. Abby said Elon Musk. I think she did say Musk. I just spelled that wrong. Emily said Ted Cruz. And Jared predicted Mike Pence. The rest of us all agreed on one nominee, we all said Governor Ron DeSantis. Will SpaceX successfully send Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa around the moon? We were mostly bull on this prediction. The majority said yes. Dad Jared and I said no. This is a fun one. What will Merriam-Webster's word of the year be? We have the guesses of tranquility, sus, moist, radical, dead naming, stagflation, hullabaloo, woke, yeet, UAP, which I believe stands for unidentified aerial phenomenon, and toxic. You can see who those all lined up with. Allie, I think hullabaloo is a good one. I think that might have been the word of the year back in 1955. What will Pantones, or Pantons, I'm not sure how you say it, color of the year be? And I'm sad to say we have a cheater alert on this one. After I had already sent out the question, my beautiful wife told me that Pantone actually announced their color of the year before the year even starts. And so the color is Viva Magenta. If we did have a winner, it probably would have been Emily for guessing Purple Violet Viopal, which was pretty much spot on. That looks like Viopal to me. Will Pope Francis step down from the papacy? Almost all of us said no. However, one brave soul said yes. He's a renegade. He's a thinker of thoughts. He's got an inside source in the Vatican. It's Mr. Kedrick Lyons. Let's see if he's right. Finally, we have the most depressing and morbid question here. Which celebrity will pass away this year? Guesses included William Shatner, Michael Fox, Madonna, Joe Biden, Elton John, Dick Van Dyke, 2 Bob Barkers, 2 Andrew Tates, and 1 hip-hop artist. Let's see who guessed what. It could be a bad year for Bob Barker and Andrew Tate. And finally, will 2023 be a good year? I'm proud to say that 100% of people said yes or a heck yes. Thank you all for participating in the inaugural Anderson Family Predictions. I love you all, and I wish you the best in 2023.